My shade tree's losing its leaves. Getting that time of year. Wasabi Freedom lovers, we're back out here today at the Freedom Farm. We're going to play around with this 22 DPC bolt action rifle. This is the original 22 ARC. Stick around.
Elvis, 500 miles at Daytona, and you brought it home first. How's that feel?
Feels like I wrestled a hurricane, man, but it sure feels good. Car was steady, pit crew was lightning, and we kept it together when it counted.
Fans are going wild. Got anything for them?
Thank you.
So, Hornady came up with the 22 ARC. It's actually a 22 Grindle. Kenny I wildcatted this round. He took a 6 ARC cartridge, necked it down to 22 cal, came up with the 22 DPC. He was going pretty strong with this, and then about 6 months into his development of his round, Hornady came out with the 22 ARC. A lot of gun companies that Kenny was pitching this to had kind of transitioned over to Hornady. You know, the big red, money talks. You went to Precision, started producing barrels for the 22 DPC. You could order this rifle with the 22 DPC barrel. I originally ordered this rifle in the 6mm ARC. It was not set up this way. It had a shitty little preferred barrel blanks barrel on it and a little skinny ass handguard. It was okay, you know. I upgraded this. Kenny's like, hey, I'm gonna send you a 22 DPC barrel. I'm like, that would be awesome to have this in bolt action. Up to that point, I'd been just shooting gas gun with the 22 DPC. Fast forward to a couple weeks ago, I was talking with Kenny about a project I'm working with him on, or he's working with me on. And he's like, hey, 22 DPC came up. He's like, hey, you haven't shot it in a bit. I was like, well, look, you know, I got that 6 dasher from you. I've been so focused with that, with the little time I've had. Started shooting F-class for that thing. I won the 600-yard state championship, and I won the 1,000-yard state championship F-class with that rifle. And so my focus like totally turned, whoop, switched to messing with that 6 dasher and trying to get it tuned in and shooting. And I think I accomplished that. I've been shooting a lot. I need to give it a break. That's what we're doing today. During that conversation, he's like, hey, you know, there's a guy that got one of my rifles. He was shooting 90 grain, I think it's probably Sierras, with H4350. I was like, H4350? He goes, yeah, with the heavier bullets it works. I'm like, huh. I gotta try that shit. I dug into my bullet library. I didn't have any 90 grainer Sierra 22 cal bullets. I thought I did. I did have a bunch of 88 grain ELDM from Hornady. So what I did was I loaded up a bunch with H4350. We're starting out at 26.5 grains of H4350. We're moving 2/10 up all the way to 28.1. Got the chronograph, the Athlon Rangecraft with me today. We'll grab some numbers off this, see if it's accurate. See how this H4350 does with an 88 grain ELDM. I also got the 6 dasher with me. I have some rounds I want to shoot up out of it, left over from the last F-class match I had. And I've got a 10-pound shot put ball, solid steel 10-pound ball. We're going to shoot it today with this 22 DPC, with that 6 dasher. See what happens. Starting out with the 26.5. Got some blow off rounds here. Get this fixed up here on the stock. This is the 26.5 grain of H4350. Been spoiled, been looking through that element glass for so long. This is the Arkin SH4 Gen 2, 6x24x50 in MOA. 2651, 2670, 2670. Let's go down and have a look, see where we are. Okay, there's my cold bore and the 2 that followed. We'll start climbing up on charge weight here, see how it shoots, and see if we have any pressure signs and see where this thing pressures out. You know, there's no load data per se on this. I'm just playing around with this powder and this round, experimenting. So we'll find out together. So not a bad start. ES of 19. We got that cold bore in there. Let's redo this here. Average 2664, SD of 9. Let's move on to the 26.7 out of curiosity. We'll skip those. I got 4 loaded up to 26.5. Probably shoot 3-shot groups from here on out. Save a little bit of this ammo for the shot put. Smacked at 2687. 2704. In the conversation, I brought up 25 GT. That 6-dasher I discussed with Kitty of that was originally be a 25 GT. He's like, I got this 6mm barrel. I'm like, huh. Go ahead, let's do a dasher with it. That's what we did. But I've been itching to get a 25 GT. He's got a barrel that he's been testing. He said, you know, hey, I could give this to you. I'm like, yeah. I love the 25 Creedmoor, but you can get velocities with Varget out of that 25 GT close to what I was shooting with H4350 out of the 25 Creedmoor. You can really tune that down to about 2650 with N150. That's what I'd like to do. I'd like to, now that I got the 6-dasher, I'd like to kind of dedicate an F-class rifle and then a PRS rifle. I don't know the barrel size of that 25 GT. I'd really like a 125 or maybe even 135 barrel, straight barrel, and do a 25 GT. Tell me what you think. There's not a whole lot of content out there on 25 GT and load development and all that. If you want to see a 25 GT, comment below. Just shot 3 shots. We have an ES of 42. Average of 2707, SD of 17. That's with the 26.7. Move up to the 26.9. So I'm thinking I need a 25 GT in my life. Start another new project. This bolt ran smoother. I really dig the Uinta Precision. It's just not there. I don't know if they refined it since or not. So let's see. And I ordered this Cerakoted too, which may be a part of the issue because the inside of it, the chamber there and where the bolt works, that's Cerakoted. I went all in on this thing back in the day. All the bells and whistles. 2739. Everything's looking good, y'all. 2739. 2717. Let's have a peek of the groups. All right, 26.7. This is 26.9. That's my first shot. That was my second. I pulled that third. That trigger sucks on that Uinta Precision. All right, let's move her on up. Breaking into the 27 grain range. 27.1 H4350. 2731. Take a peek at the early brass. Everything looks the same. I think we're all right. .2747. Now in the past with this rifle, the 80 grain Sierra and Varget seemed to be the ticket. And I'll have to go back up old videos. I had the 85.5 grain with something on here as well that shot really well out of this particular rifle. If I can find something pretty good, this bolt gun, I'll take it down a grain. I'll use it out of my gasser maybe. .2766. ES35. Average 2748. SD of 14. Can't tell how hot the barrel is. I can't get to it. I'll shoot this next 3 and then we'll go down and have a look at the groups. This is the 27.3 grains of H4350. 2743. Doesn't look like a very good group. 2743. 2784. SD 19. ES 41. 2757. Let's go down and have a peek. All right, 27.1, 27.3. I got these loaded to mag length last night. Kenny had sent me a threaded case to put this on a gauge. I couldn't find it. Didn't matter though. I had to load to mag length anyway, and so that's what I did. It's fit and cycled, so I was like, that's what we're going with. I was gonna get that 25 Creedmoor back out. I actually forgot to bring the barrel down today. The vise I have at home is not big enough to put my barrel clamp in, so I was going to bring it down here to the farm and go over to the barn and take it off. I have the 6 arc barrel on it right now. I was going to put that 25 Creedmoor barrel back on. I love that cartridge. I love that round. It was, up until that 6 Dasher, probably the best shooting gun I had. I was like, you know, I'm going to make that 25 Creedmoor an F-class rifle. You know, I didn't ever mess with seating depth with that cartridge. I just loaded an overall length from base to tip of bullet, the same on everything. I think there's a lot more accuracy in it. Man, I had it shooting. It shoots great at 100. And I took it to that mile match. It shot great in that. Although I can't get it to group as well as that 6 Dasher at distance. But again, I've never messed with it a whole lot past what I've only found to work, and I just stayed with it. You know, I didn't do a whole lot of in-depth testing, getting technical with seating depth and all that jazz. That thing has like probably pushing 3,000 rounds on it, barrel-wise or shot-wise. I did that Thorroclean with it and scoped the barrel. It looks pretty damn good. I hate to get it out and get it going and then the barrel go on me in the middle of having it dialed in. I don't know. You know, maybe it's got another 1,000 rounds in it. I really don't know. But I think I know I want a 25 GT. It's my next project, y'all. 25 GT. All right, going up 27.5. So Kenny, if you hear me, let's do it. Fucking, I got on this sorrel kick with these AI videos. You know, YouTube picked that up and I'm like, oh, you like that one? How about this one? It's getting pretty damn good, y'all. There will be a time it dominates media. Why pay a porn star when you can AI generate it, you know? 2763. All looks good. 2768. I'll save the battery and card space. I'm going to shoot these. I'm going to shoot a little bit more, and then I'll take you down for the groups. On the 27.5, we have 2771 is average, SD 7.9, ES 18. Okay, 27.7 grains, average 2790, SD 14, ES 32. 27.9, I have an ES of 20. Average 2817, SD at 8.3. So our last loading, 28.1. All right, at the highest charge, 28.1. No signs of pressure on any of this stuff. SD 3, ES 7, 2817. Let's go down and have a look at the target. All right, there's the 28.1, 27.9, 27.7, 27.5. Well, it has to do with that trigger. It sucks. There we go. This is a 10-pound shot put ball. That's the perfect size of color to forget about. Let the grass grow up and hit with your mower. Let's put a camera on this. I'm going to pop it with this 22 DPC first, see what it does. All right, that 88 grain of ELDM, about 20 feet per second. Knocked that 10-pound ball about 1, 2, 3, 3.5 feet. Put quite the divot in it too. I'm shocked. Look at that. Let's shoot it with the 6-dasher. That one didn't go as far. Maybe I didn't hit it square. Doesn't look like a center hit like that one. See some copper in there. Shoot it again. I think it was left. I think it was like that and I hit it left. There we go. Let's see, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 4.5. About 4.5, about a foot more. That was a square hit. I had 2 tenths dialed in a wind, which makes sense. Got copper in there and the lead. 21 grains of difference. 6mm versus the 22. I was shooting the 109 LRHT against the 88 grain ELDM. That's the 109 square, and that's the 88 grain ELDM square. There you go. Quite the divot. I'm going to work a little bit on the food plots here while I still got some daylight and a little bit of time. Thanks so much for tuning in. Till next time, stay safe, stay free. We're out here for another day of freedom. If you like this sort of shit, give me a thumbs up. If you want more of it, consider subscribing. Man, what a difference shooting that 6-dasher. You know, I'd shot several times with that 22 DPC out of that Uinta. Got behind the Cadillac there, man. Whew, what a difference, what a difference. This year I got to do another poor man's food plot. I got a blown up tractor. Got a real nice seed drill sitting in the barn I can't use because I got a blown up tractor. And I got a partner who's being an asshole and won't fix it. It won't fix it. So, what I did last year is the same thing I'm doing this year. Now, I wanted to get this planted Labor Day, but man, we've just been so dry. We got some rain coming tomorrow night into Sunday. Today is Friday. I got some first of next week too. So, what I did 2 weeks ago, I came in here and I bush hogged this with my little pull behind bush hog for this thing. Wasn't too bad. Last week I came in, there's a lot of grass. I came in and I nuked it with glyphosate. I was hoping to be browner by now, but it is what it is. You can tell it's dying, it's yellowing up. I tried earlier just to see if this could be burned. It would take, it's still a little too green. I just duffed it up with this drag harrow. I may come out here tomorrow and see if this will light now that's been duffed up some. I don't know, it's got a lot of dirt in it. I may not even mess with that. I may go ahead and seed it. And then I'll drag harrow after I seed it. That rain will work all this stuff down through this thatch. I got some pretty good dirt in there. Just dragging that harrow. We'll plant this all in cereal rye. We'll throw some radish seed in there too. It's a little late for brassicas. Who knows though? You know, we may get a lot of rain. It may stay hot until mid-November, which gives it plenty of time to take off. So we'll see. But that cereal rye, it's my go-to, my Hail Mary, my savior. Shit always grows. Deer love it. And that's what we're putting back in this year. Mainly cereal rye. Got some oats and some random things I may toss in the mix as well. But that's the plan, y'all. Tomorrow I'll reverse it. I'll put this bar, I'll flip it over here. How I'm dragging it now, the tines are in, kind of like in line. Tomorrow I'm going to flip it. These tines will stand up. They'll actually dig. They'll stand up like that. More aggressive.